Strangely enough, one big player in the gaming industry happens to be Amazon, who, for quite some time, allocates, I believe, about over $500 million into its gaming division, trying to make video games. But over the years, there has been more failures than successes. Many canceled projects, many times where they've had to change up teams, they had to bring in new directors, they had to delay, they had to cancel. I look at Crucible as the perfect type of, just the perfect case study on Amazon's corporate approach to video games. They think just put a lot of money into something, right? And it's gonna do great nevertheless. And honestly, this is the same approach they're doing currently with the Rings of Power series. That's a $1 billion production project. They're 2 seasons in, and it barely even brought in the viewership that it's supposed to. So you have to imagine that there's something here where Amazon is just very out of touch with. And there seems to be actually a report coming out of the former Prime Gaming Vice President Ethan Evans, who recently reflected on why Amazon fell short when it came to competing and trying to overtake Steam as the dominant PC gaming platform. Now, despite Amazon's vast resources, including its online dominance and acquisition of Twitch, it has struggled to build a platform that could compete with Steam's deep-rooted success. Evan explained that Amazon made a critical mistake by underestimating Valve and misjudging what gamers truly valued in a gaming platform. Really? One of the core reasons, apparently, of Amazon's failure was its belief that size and visibility alone would attract gamers. That's not how it works. Like I said, you can't just put a whole lot of money and resources into something and thinking it's just all gonna work out somehow. No. Amazon assumed that by creating a new platform called Prime Gaming and integrating it with its other services like Twitch and Luna, which are not bad, I use those integrations, they could persuade players to switch from Steam. However, Evan pointed out that Steam was more than just a storefront, and that's true. It was an all-in-one hub that combined digital store, social network, library, trophy case, and it created a very lively and integrated ecosystem that users were deeply attached to. I'm deeply attached to Steam. I mean, if even Amazon tried to make something equivalent to Steam, it would be very hard for me to transition. And believe me, I have almost every launcher out there. I have Epic Games, I have EA Origins, I have Prime Gaming. But to be honest, I use Prime Gaming just so I can see what I get for free. Every once in a while, they put out like a free game because if you're subscribed to Amazon Prime, you get a few free games here and there. They're not all that great. So, but you can see how they're desperately trying to put as much value, perceived value. So guys, isn't this what you want? Please use our platform. And so you have to also look at Steam's combination of functionality and social interaction that has created such a deep sense of loyalty among players. I am deeply loyal to Steam. I don't think I'll ever switch. So Amazon here is where, honestly, it failed to provide that similar experience. Evan even admits that Amazon never truly validated their assumptions of about what players wanted before investing heavily into Prime Gaming. Instead of building something that's dramatically better than Steam, Amazon didn't sufficiently understand the needs and habits of its target audience. Gamers were already accustomed to Steam, and simply offering a new platform with familiar features was really not enough to convince them to switch. You have to imagine, like, Steam has been around since the early 2000s in a way. And one of Valve's, I would say, big strategy was getting publishing rights and publishing licenses with practically every studio out there for PC at those times. And I think that's one of its major domineering advantage, to be honest. And the misstep here also, you have to also look at the consumer base, something that Valve does very well to retain. Steam's early success wasn't just something about offering a marketplace, it was about creating a whole complete experience that catered to the way gamers interacted with their content and with their community at the same time. It was this seamless, integrated. If anything, it is to this day the most seamless integrated platform for PC gamers. You know, I look at Steam Workshop, I look at the modding support, I look at the regular updates by the developers and having the chance to actually speak to developers when they do those updates. No other platform is that transparent, that well integrated, and community built at the same time. And so you have to look at Amazon once again. They have this very bleak, out of touch corporate type of mindset of as much, we will just put all this money, we'll just invest. Okay, it's going to cost a little bit in the beginning, but then it's going to work and players are just going to jump into our platform. No. And that's the same approach they have with some of their studios, with some game projects that have failed in the past. And with Rings of Power, I will never forgive them for Rings of Power. They're coming out with season 3 of Rings of Power, and I am baffled. Any other streaming platform that has the same viewership count for a show that costs that much, $1 billion, would straight up cancel it. But Amazon, you know, they make $1 billion a day in revenue. It doesn't really matter to them, just as much as they didn't care about all the important elements that came with competing against what Valve had to offer to PC players. But do share your thoughts and opinions. Do let me know. Could Amazon still try to make Prime Gaming the future of PC gaming? I don't think so. But you never know. The future is always uncertain. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more news and highlights from the world of entertainment. So stay locked and stay tuned to the Evening Buzz.